There is no question Niagara Falls is an impressive sight. Over 168,000 cubic meters of water travel over the crest per minute. With 30 million visitors per year, you will no doubt have to fight crowds and avoid tourist traps, but it would be all worth it. Here is what to do with 48 hours in Niagara Falls. Now, Niagara Falls is a large area that encompasses 2 countries and a host of neighborhoods. But for this video, we're going to focus on Niagara Falls, Ontario, which is considered the most interesting place of the 2 anyway. Before we get started with the top 6 things to do in Niagara Falls, let's mention a few things to avoid. The IMAX. I am a huge fan of this format, but for $12 Canadian, the antiquated film is not worth it, and you'd be better off just viewing the short films that are at the Table Rock Welcome Center. The Skylon Tower. Just 1 block away from the IMAX is yet another place to avoid. At $15 Canadian, you might be better off grabbing a drink at one of the hotel bars overlooking the falls. Clifton Hill. For anyone who has been to a cruise stop, Play Zone, or Penny Arcade, you will want to steer clear of this area. Come on folks, you can do this junk anywhere. 6 things to do if you have 48 hours in Niagara Falls. Number 6. The Gorge, Whirlpool, and Rapids Hike. Located just a couple miles north of town, there are Class 6 rapids that flow into a real-life whirlpool. Take an elevator to the bottom or a tram ride over the top. If you are budget conscious, take a stroll along Niagara Parkway, which straddles the edge of the gorge all the way to Lake Ontario. Number 5. Wine Country. I know what you're thinking, no way. Now, I lived in Northern California for almost 6 years, and am reluctant to try any Midwestern wines, but if you steer clear of some of the reds, you'll be pleasantly surprised with the taste. Be sure to enjoy the spread at each winery. They are charming and offer more than just wine. Number 4. Niagara on the Lake. Since you are already in wine country, you might as well grab lunch and some shopping. In Niagara on the Lake, located just 25 minutes from the falls, you could easily spend a few hours wandering around this cute little town on Lake Ontario. Number 3. Journey behind the falls. I know it's a little touristy, but let me fanboy a little here. Walking behind and right next to the falls is something that you can only do justice in person. You can buy a ticket by itself or group it with a boat ride and a rapids walk. Number 2. The viewing area. If you do not have much time, do not miss walking along the falls viewing area. It's free, provided you just didn't pay $20 for parking, and you could easily spend a couple hours gazing at the Horseshoe and American Falls. Beware, it gets very crowded in the afternoon, so do your viewing early in the morning, or my favorite, at night, when a simple but elegant light show is projected on the falls. Number 1. Maid of the Mist or Hornblower boat cruises. As anti-tourist as I can be, this is the exception. If you truly want to be taken aback by nature, do not miss a cruise. It's about a half an hour and worth the $25. If ever there was a bucket list item, this should be one of them. Our cruise did not have one-person sans wonderment. To recap, you may not be able to escape the tourist traps, but it is for a good reason. This site has been a destination for thousands of years. You will see your fair share of weddings, selfie sticks, and cheap trinkets, but the falls stand alone as a great wonder of the world.